Hello everyone, Namaste and warm wishes for a very happy Deepavali to all readers of Tarang, the newsletter of Indian Sounds and Steps. My name is Orko Mukhopadhyay. I'm a physical theatre artist, a Kalaripayat practitioner and teacher, and also a yoga practitioner. I'm very happy to be part of this special Diwali edition of the newsletter. Physical theatre is different from conventional dramatic theatre. At the same time, it is different from dance. Physical theatre is something that involves a heightened, exaggerated use of the body. But it is different from dance in the sense that in dance, the movements are like symbols, they're symbolisms, and like in Indian classical dance, the mudras are given very specific meanings or a range of meanings. In Western contemporary dance, also, each choreographer creates a set of meanings purely through the movements, or it's just an abstract. It may not literally try to convey a story or something like that. It has an abstract geometric meaning. In physical theatre, we can share movement vocabulary from different forms, from contemporary Western forms as well as martial arts like Kalari or other Oriental forms, traditional Indian classical dance. The language can come from anywhere, but it essentially uh, heightens or accentuates the power of the words. So words are still there. In my work, I work a lot with heightened poetic text like Shakespeare or Tagore. And then instead of trying to communicate those in a very realistic style, you kind of make the movements also poetic, larger than life, um, a little abstract at times. So just as poetry is different from prose, similarly, physical theater, physical acting is different in the same way from realistic, cinematic kind of acting. So that's a little bit about physical theater, what I do. And what I'd like to share with artists who are in the early phases of their careers, based on my own artistic journey for about the last 20 years or so, is that one thing a lot of us have as artists is that we are supremely confident, we're very strong within the framework of our own work, but we feel a little lost and um, maybe even a little unsure of ourselves in terms of how to deal with the big bad world outside of our work. Our workspace is our safe space, but outside of that, we feel a little scared at times. But in this day and age, in every sphere of life, communicating with confidence, with courage, is very important. Um, Artists cannot continue to be victimized like we've always been. We have to find ways of standing up for ourselves and hence developing the skill to speak up for ourselves, to communicate is very important. We do need to be good speakers as well. For actors, this should be natural, but for dancers or musicians, at times is a little difficult. But this is a skill that we need to develop, and our own art forms can give us the ammunition, the wherewithal for this, because in any form of performing art, whether it is dance or um, music, instrumental, vocal, you are communicating, you're expressing yourself, and the same way that you master your fears, your nervousness from a place of courage and a place of compassion, and from this deep inner need to connect with people. So, if we look at people the same way with compassion and try to connect with them and to tell our stories with conviction, with confidence, and at the same time compassionately, then I believe that we can become better communicators and stand up for ourselves. And something else that also helps is to have, along with your art form, to have a kind of parallel practice. That could be yoga, just mindfulness meditation, a martial art. As I said, I'm a Kalripayat practitioner. I've been doing it for 12 years, and honestly, it has completely transformed my life, both as an actor as well as a human being. And I also teach Kalari, of course. I also do a bit of training and coaching for the corporate world, and I bring in the mindset from Kalari, what I call a warrior mindset, where you feel a lot more centering, stillness, grounding, focus, a heightened sense of attention, the ability to concentrate, to to channelize your intention, and at the same time to exist from a space of kindness, compassion, understanding. All these are things that Kalari has slowly opened my eyes to, and I take these values and principles even into the work that I do in the corporate world. And I would say to artists that having some kind of a practice, preferably some kind of an embodied practice, parallel to your principal form, is very, very important. That teaches us to be truly present. That teaches us to really harness, to master and harness our own minds and develop resilience, face up to the many, many challenges that life throws up at us. This is, I also work with artists in this way, and as I said, I've learned from my own journey. So that's a little bit about the journey. I've had a brief glimpse of it and what I wanted to share. And I wish all young artists who are just starting out on their artistic path all the very best. I wish you the courage to face with resilience the many challenges that will inevitably come in that path, because the path of the artist is definitely not easy. But also, we're blessed because very few other things in life can give the deep sense of joy and blessedness that art brings us. So I wish you great adventures and deep fulfillment in your journey ahead. Thank you so much.